Hello and welcome to part third of Programming Central tutorial series about database normalization. My name is Chetan Thani and I'll be taking you through this video. In part first of the series, we discussed about introduction and basics of database normalization. In part second of the series, we discussed about first normal form. And here we are in part third of this tutorial series. So, first of all, let me explain the example we are taking for explaining the concept. Our sample table contains the information about the employee of any organization. So, this employee will have an ID, he will have a name, he will have an age, and here, as per our business logic, we assumed this employee can belong to multiple departments in an organization. So here you can see employee number one belongs to department IT and culture, and a department will have a manager. So here, as per our example, this employee can have multiple managers. So this employee ID 1 has manager 1 and 5, and then employee will have some address detail. So here we have zip, city, and state as address of a employee. So for a first normal form table, we should have atomic column. We should have a non-repeatable groups, column groups, and we should be able to identify each row through a primary key. Here it is stated as column, but read it as row. So we should be able to identify each row through a unique primary key. Here, primary key is department and ID column. Advantages of first normal form is that we have atomic column which help us in searching the values more efficiently. Uh, for example, name column can be segregated into first name, middle name, and last name. But first name, middle name, and last name cannot be segregated any further. Uh, that means atomic columns are the columns which cannot be segregated any further. Second thing is we can't have repeatable column groups. Suppose if we want to keep department 1 and department 2 in our table schema, then that is not allowed in first normal form. So these two things, these two advantages, atomic columns and non-repeatable column groups, helps our table to be more searchable. So now, why we are looking for second normal form then? Because there are some disadvantages also in first normal form. So major thing is the main disadvantages in first normal form is we have partial dependencies. So second normal form says that column, any row, any column should be fully dependent on the primary key column. Here, as you can see, primary key is ID plus department. A unique key that is a primary key is a combination of ID plus department. So here, if I consider address, so address is dependent on ID of employee. If employee changes, address will change, right? But it will not depend on department itself because a department anyway not related to address of a employee. Suppose say department of employee 1 or say department of employee 2, that is Paul, is changed from information technology to accounts, then it will have no impact on address of an employee. So we can say that address is only partially dependent upon primary key. That is, it is only dependent upon one of the column from two columns of a primary key, that is ID of an employee. So this is a partial dependency, and this is not allowed in second normal form. Other thing you might notice is there is data redundancy in first normal form. Even if you consider with if you compare with totally denormalized database, the data redundancy is increased in first normal form. If you go back and look example of totally denormalized database, you can see that there was one row for employee number one, that is Adam S, in totally denormalized database, and here in first normal form DB we have two rows for that employee Adam S. That we have to keep two row for increasing search capabilities. That is to eliminate that comma separated values of department and manager. So in a nutshell, we can say first normal form increases search capability of database, but it also increases data redundancy, and we are left with some partial dependencies. So in second normal form, these all things will be taken care. So for second for normal form, first thing is it should meet all the condition of first normal form. Other thing is we have to remove all partial dependencies. So here you can see we have created three tables to remove a partial dependency in our employee table. First of all, we have created a department master table which will contain information about department only. So here you can see there are three departments in the organization. First one is IT, second one is accounts, and third one is culture. So these all will be kept in another table. For information about the employees department, we have created another table, that is employee DPT, employee department table, which will contain information about the employees department, that is in which department a particular employee belongs to. For example, employee number one belongs to department number one and three. And you can see we have less data redundancy in second normal form. That is we had two rows in first normal form table for employee number one, and in transform second normal form transform table we have only one row for that employee. So that was all about second normal form. Please leave your comment for any suggestion or any question in your comment box, in your comment section, and we'll try to answer and address all the comments. Please like our video if you like the presentation, if you like the video, and please subscribe to our channel if you want to get notified about uh, our future videos. Goodbye, and thanks for watching. Cheers.